Thank you, Mr. President. Once again, for the record, Dan Toscano, attorney at law. I have an office located at 62B Commercial Wharf East in Boston, 02112. I represent the Colonial Holdings LLC, which is the owner and operator of 816-18 Battery Street. I'm just going to put this down. It's not taller, and I'll show it to the crew in a minute. Tonight, we're seeking your support to change the legal occupancy from 9 residential units where it currently exists to 10 residential units, to include a 1-story addition at that location, and to add a private roof deck, exclusive use for the tenant at 16-18 Battery Street. The addition is going to be a 3-bedroom residential unit. It's well over 1,000 square feet of space, enough living space for a 3-bedroom, which is really the unwritten required rule by the Board of Appeals when they see in terms of requirements for the size of the unit. The other units the building consists of a number of 2-bedroom units, 6 2-bedroom units, a big 2 1-bedroom units, and a studio unit. As you can see, I passed out a pamphlet. I think you can see right which building it is. Battery Street, if you're not too familiar with Battery Street, it's the yellow front right there. But right now, that building is approximately 43 feet high, and with the addition and the roof deck, it'd be 54 9 inches high. The roof deck also includes a head house, which is approximately 8 feet high. The head house is not included in the height, which I believe this association already knows. There's been a number of proposals before here. In regards to this particular proposal, the addition is going to be set back approximately 4 feet from the street. It won't be flush against the street line, so it's going to be set back about 4 feet. It's going to be approximately, I think, 100 square feet of open space, although you see as one of the violations is open space. I was a little surprised. I think we've met that requirement, that there's enough open space in this particular design to accommodate that particular violation. The roof deck, which you see here, as you see it here, the only reason why it's shown, which it looks flush against the street, but it's not. It's set back. If you look at the roof, it's set back. The head house and the roof deck is set to the back of the building, so that will not be visible to the street. It's going to be set back. I was looking for the exact calculations. I haven't gotten them from the architect, but it looks like a good 20 feet setback from the street line of the new head house. The existing head house is going to be moved over just a little bit, and I don't think you can see the existing head house. Looks like there's one other building. Right now, the 2 buildings beside it on either side is a little bit higher than this building, but when we're done at 54 feet 9 inches, we will be a few feet higher than the 2 buildings to either side. I passed out the floor plan, a 3-bedroom, the master bedroom, which will be in the front, which will have that patio area, that open space in the front. The owner is putting in about $500,000 of new renovations. The building was recently purchased within a year, putting in about $500,000 in renovations to upgrade this building. The building's about, from what I'm told, about 100 years old. Renovating it and bringing it up to code and fixing it up and adding this addition would certainly be a benefit to the neighborhood. So I'm here to answer any questions. We have our Board of Appeals hearing on December 16th. I sent out about 150 letters to our abutters. We had our abutters meeting. We had the DLC. I've met with 2 abutters. Mr. Post is president, and Brian, and I forgot your last name, sorry tonight. But so I'm here to answer any questions.
First, I'd like to hear from the abutters. Please. Sure, yeah. Name and street, please.
Sure. My name is Brian Sergenic. I just closed on my condo at 26 Battery Street, September 30th. If we can look at the map, I'll show where I'm at and why I'm very passionate about this. There's 2 reasons why I'm passionate. One is my own interest, and 2 is just a sense of community. And you got to ask yourself, like, why are we doing this? I bought this place right here, September 30th. I closed. I had it for $930,000. I paid it over asking, and I bought it. I have $1 million into it by the end of the year. And I'm nervous because I'm passionate about this, because this is so wrong. I did my homework on finding that. And they wanted to build a skyscraper in front of me? No, because there's rules against that. So now I move in, 9:30, my wife wanted to go to Back Bay. And I said, no, I like the community in North End, so I want to go. I have 2 boys and my family, I want to own something, and I care about the area and the neighborhood. So now I move in, and now you're going to start changing the rules on violations on height. I bought the house for the roof deck. She doesn't even like it inside. It's the roof deck that caught the eye. I went over asking by a lot, and it was a bidding war 3. Because the roof deck, I can see a historic mon, the Old North Church. I'm from Wisconsin originally. Mom, I can see the North Church from my roof deck. Like, oh, that's unbelievable. And there it is. So now we got this guy over here. Not you. Don't take it personal. But we got a owner in there. We got this owner, Seth Knott, comes to buy the building, and he's not going to live there. If it was family or whatever, he wants to make more money. So now he's going to put make it higher, break the violations on the height, and the roof deck, and then we've got a head house. Well, that's 54 feet plus 8 feet. That head house and that roof deck is directly impedes my view of the North Church. And I know we spoke the other day at your office. It does.
There's no way.
It does. Well, anybody is welcome. Anybody is welcome to come up to my deck and see North Church. The building is going to be right there. Now, so my roof deck, like I showed, is looking at. So, and I'll get to it. So how does that affect me? So that really affects my property value for sure, big time. It's going to go down. But now I'm up there with my family. Well, I bought the whole place. So looking at the North Church. Now we got this rental. He's not going to live there. It's going to be a 3-bedroom roof deck. That is currently, I looked online before I came, this is rental vacation properties. It's $165 a night for the 2 bedrooms. Guys like on TripAdvisor, checking out Seth and not, where do I put my, it's like, yeah, here's the trash rules. It's like, where's the accountability? Someone coming from out of town. What do you think they're going to go to the roof deck for? Is it a bachelor party tonight, or is it a vacation this summer, the whole summer? It's going to be so loud, staring right in front of me. And it's be a party. They're not going to go, oh, we're going to rent the place out for a couple days. It's a rental, short-term furnished rentals. I know that's not, again, don't take it personally. I know you're doing your job. But I'm very passionate about this.
I just don't agree with you that your view of the Omar Church.
Well, then you go, after we spoke, I went up there, I looked. Yeah. You said it's behind the fire station's off to the left. And then you walk
Battery Street, it's not?
The fire station's off to the left, and then look at it. The North Church is straight ahead. I mean, I'm not lying. I went up and checked. I'm like, no way, the head house, which is a violation anyway, is going to be right directly. Plus, I'm going to go up to the roof deck. I'm going to hear a lot going on. I'm going to see it. But nobody cares because they're just there renting it out. That's why they're coming here. Again, if you look online, he's got 3 apartments that are currently for rent. The building, I mean, he said he's going to fix it up. Well, why isn't he trying to get a permit to paint the thing? It's the worst building one of the worst I've seen in the area. Go by it. It's yellow. It's all peeling off, but he wants to make more money. Less than 4 years ago, they got a variance to go from 5 to 9 units. And he gave it to them, and they haven't kept up the building. That was just less than 4 years ago. They got the variance. So that's about me. So I'm going to lose on this one if that's the case. Let's talk about community. You get someone that owns. I lived in Winchester for 15 years. I have 2 boys. I was on the board for the Chamber of Commerce. Didn't have a business there. I was on the board of ABC, a Better Chance Program for Education. I was on the school board. It's all the coast. I was involved in the community. I got 2 boys. We came here. I look forward to working with you on baseball and getting involved and being at these meetings. And based on your incentive plan for less than 30 and looking around the room, we're going to need some new blood. Someone next here. And that's funny. That's what the group is. If you're going to give a guy a violation, if you're going to give him a variance violation, so this guy who doesn't even live in the neighborhood is going to make more money, I'm out of here. I'll take a loss. I've lost money before. I renovated 2 houses in Winchester. I'm out because the value's gone. I'm not going to sit up there. I work on my house up there. She did not want to buy it. So the roof deck's unbelievable. And that's why my kids and I liked it. But we're investing in the community. We want to get involved in baseball. They can't find enough baseball players in the youth program. They have to go to Everett. Because where's people going? You're going to turn. What the thing is? Why are we doing? Why? How does this really going to benefit the community? How?
It's got to improve that building. You talk about the building, it's 100 years old. They just bought it within a year, but they put well over $500,000.
Well, I just put in $1 million in mine.
Fixing up the building, and it's open. Some units are not occupied at this point.
Big time.
They've been moving residents around, fixing units up as we go along. Some of the units are being renovated. The airflow, sunlight, view, I don't think it's going to be adversely affected whatsoever. You're not entitled to a view. I'm sure it's because you bought a place with a roof deck and you looked out. There's nothing in the zoning code that says that you're entitled to a view.
Why do you need a variance?
Why you need variance? Because there were some violations of the code.
Well,
We're
why are
saying-
we changing the
We're not
occupancy?
changing.
You're just changing the rules, like, it's a precedent, like we said.
Not
Maybe,
precedent.
maybe I'll build something real high so I can get a little higher than my neighbor.
Does anyone else want to get into the
You have
discussion?
an opportunity, you can't go over 55 feet.
I own 22 Battery Street, my name's Aaron Post. I've owned that building for 32 years. And when I bought the building, it was a 7-unit building. I'm pretty sure that this building next door was a 5-unit, and they kept adding it. One of the units is in the basement. And I believe for many years it was an illegal apartment, which I'm not sure, but it gets flooded out. My concern is this, if you Google this, you can see it's on Airbnb, it's short-term furniture.
On vacation rentals too.
In
Make sure you take the trash
in
out too.
September, as you know, September 1, all the tenants move in, and the north end's a mess, the whole city's a mess. I actually watch my building very carefully when people move in and out. And I got a $250 trash ticket for a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't figure it out. I went through the trash, it was his building. I called the owner, I don't know who it was a woman, it's not the current person listed in the application. She told me she was the owner, her name was Jan something, you know what I'm talking about? What's her name? Is she the owner?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, she told,
And you're talking about, and I don't mean to interrupt, it was one situation, you gave her the ticket, she paid for it.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
So I've been checking now regularly. I see people coming in and out with suitcases. Personally, my fear is it changes the character of the neighborhood. And when I see people moving in and out of suitcases, running this out of a hotel, and some of my tenants have called me up and said they've been afraid because they don't know who's coming in. If you know next door, the guy that was there for many years, that was the coach of the North End, always looked out the window. Just always looked out the window. And now you have people coming in and out. The other issue I have is if you just go in the building, look at the front hallway. It's disgusting. If someone was really concerned about the building, they've owned this for a year, they could have fixed up the building without putting addition on. The last thing I'd like to say is, as we all know, someone puts a 3-bedroom with a roof deck, it's kids, it's gonna be $4,000 a month apartment, which is great, it's kids, it's beer bottles going out, it's noise, it's parties, and for me, it's unacceptable to have people that are young professionals be put up with kids, plus short-term people coming in and out. I support fixing the building up, I think it's fabulous, I'd love to fix the building up to the existing code and don't need a variance. The height with the head house would be well over the existing rules. I would recommend that you support us in keeping the neighborhood and the character as is by denying this addition. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we need to,
I just really
very quick, but then we need to move right into.
I just want to make sure with this addition, that just because now we know the nature of this building, this addition would be a great rental. Let's just remember that this roof deck, and so we're not just talking about a neighborhood roof deck that's going to increase the value. We're dealing with a real true rental property on our street with suitcases. You know, just that guy's going to get some serious money for a 3-bedroom next, right across the street from the water. So that's more important. That it's not going to be even kids. I wish it were.
No, he meant kids, he meant 27-year-old here, right? 20.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you
So
meant-
let's,
So let me say that, I mean, just.
we're half an hour behind schedule, so I'm sorry I have to cut everyone off, but I actually think this has been well discussed.
A quick observation.
Very quick.
It's my understanding that there is no elevator in the building, so whoever occupies that apartment has to be athletic enough to get up there. Correct?
Yeah, kid, you got a 27-year-old.
Good point.
Okay.
So do I have a motion?
so why don't I have an opportunity to close
So,
and
but
and
we don't
address-
really have.
I think we've heard from a lot of individuals, especially Brian and Larry, about what's gonna be there. I mean, and, you know, we have an issue in the neighborhood, there are a lot of.
We don't really have to argue.
Let's take 30 seconds. Thank you, Mr. President. The owner just purchased the property, as I said. I mean, we're talking about, look at the hallway, this is all gonna be renovated, this is the opportunity to get a building permit renovated. We talk about, oh, there's gonna be kids in it, absolutely not. I mean, who knows? There's you can't deny someone wants a rent out, right? There are no violations of any city ordinances, whether it's executive suites or anything, there's no violation. There's a property manager that has been hired that's locally here in the neighborhood that takes care of these properties.
Mr. President, we have 2 more items on the agenda. We have the Greenway here.
Yeah, I
So
think,
it's just not fair, you know, that's the problem, I think, with this association. You hear from, no, it's not fair, I think we have an opportunity to rebut any I have an opportunity, I'm on behalf of the petition, I believe I have an opportunity to address the concern, absolutely.
Well, Dan, I think you've done a good job addressing it.
Well,
And and I did give you extra time.
Extra time, I don't think I had the full long enough.
Well,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Anyhow, let me have a motion to vote. Second, okay. Ballot number 3, support and oppose, self-explanatory. We don't want the to happen.